I'm speaking from Helsinki, and I'm representing one of the partners of the CRISPRO, Hellenberg International, which is in EU terminology, we are small and medium-sized enterprise, working mainly with the governmental agencies and specializing on crisis management systems, leadership issues, and most importantly, how to enhance the situational awareness of the leading responsible agencies during the exceptional situations and emergencies. Our project, which you can see here, Project Ether, which was conducted 10 years ago exactly, was introduced as a best practice model for the participants. The reason why I took up this Project Ether here today is the fact that this was quite a classical case how we can support decision makers and interagency cooperation in a complex CBRN related emergency situation. I must say that this project itself was extremely challenging from a project management point of view. I would say this was a 2-year project. I was pleased to be project coordinator. It was funded by DG Justice, Freedom and Security by the European Commission. And the project was aiming to improve the response and consequence management capabilities of the national civil protection authorities, emergency response agencies. The scenario was related to the air passenger transport. Actually, I got this idea, I must say, when I was flying from Hong Kong to Helsinki in this very similar Airbus 340, which you can see in the picture below. And I saw the guy in the aeroplane having a capsule of the diabetic medicine in his hand. And I asked him, how did you get this to the plane? And he explained how did he get it and so forth. And quite immediately we started to gear up and innovate the project on aviation safety and describing the scenario of a group of extremists striking the passenger plane with CBRN item and using the plane and the passengers as a tool against the European Union and the member states to take certain political decisions. We were blessed to have very strong support from the Finnish government. Actually, the whole government took part to this exercise and the project, led by the Government Council, the Interior Ministry, Defense Ministry, Ministry of Social Affairs. And of course, we also needed to have a critical infrastructure operator, which in this case was the Finnair aviation company. The project lasted 2 years, and by the end of the day, we had this full-scale decontamination exercise at the Helsinki-Vantaa airport, where we built it up, first time ever in the Finnish history, decontamination tunnel next to the air passenger plane. And we were able to decontaminate the passengers, and we were able to rescue the plane itself. And of course, this is just a very small part of the whole project and the exercise. We are currently working on a bit similar theme. Instead of having the airplane, instead of having the airport, we are focusing on the shopping malls and public spaces from the perspective of the CBRN threat. And this project, the Mall CBRN, it's actually a 3-year project. We got 1-year extension recently, and it's funded by the Internal Security Fund, police instrument by the European Commission. The idea of the project is to develop best practices and guidelines for the public space operators. So we are trying to find the best practices, use case modeling for the public space operators to improve their capabilities to deal with sudden interruptions in their business activities, and also to help them to improve their staff training and take care, of course, their clients, which is the main interest for the shopping mall operators. Here you can see once again the project goals. So it is interdisciplinary, I would say, multidisciplinary project. We have expert institutions from military, academy, private sector. We have idea to have holistic approach, so not only technical approach, but also to have operational, tactical, strategic approach on the issue of the potential threats threatening the public spaces and the shopping malls. And we are very blessed to have good partners from Europe. The project is coordinated by the University of Łódź in Poland, and it is one of the projects which is now, I would say, kind of a landmark project of the Internal Security Fund. We have quite ambitious program. Besides of developing interaction with the European shopping mall operators, we are also focusing on all public spaces. So not only shopping malls, but also with any public spaces with a large number of people gathering. I need to say that we also have a kind of sister project right now with the pretty much same consortium. That's about the religious places of worship. And we have a similar angle to trying to develop a comprehensive, cross-sectoral and an interdisciplinary approach to support the public space operators in their business continuity and to promote the public-private cooperation. I know some of the phrases sound quite cliché, but I very much like the sentence from our Portuguese colleague. Communication. This is the key word. Communication, coordination, coherence, and continuity. These are the things we should bear in mind in this type of challenge. And here you can see the partners we have. So I already mentioned the University of Łódź. Then we have Military Institute of Chemistry, Biometry, ISEMI, our trustworthy partner, International Security and Emergency Management Institute. We also have a Spanish partner, National Institute of Aerospace Technology, part of the Ministry of Defense. Then our company from Helsinki, and then we have Atrium Promenada, which is the shopping mall chain, one of the biggest shopping mall operators in Europe, actually. And then Military Institute of Hygiene and Epidemiology from Poland. So quite a comprehensive consortium. Here you can see the list of the main activities, I would say, and right now we are at the stage of the visits. We are conducting inspection visits to the shopping malls. Actually, the last one took place in Slovakia just a week ago, and we have been very happy to see progress at all stages of the project here. Food safety security guide is underway at the moment. We are focusing on developing the module training, which will take place next year. And we also will have an exercise and then the final dissemination and outcome. But quite a practical project altogether. I would like to summarize, just to leave more time for the discussion, that we are also working with the shopping malls in terms of the COVID response. And here you can see one of the biggest shopping malls in Vilnius, Panorama Shopping Mall. This idea came from our partner from Lithuania, National Defense Foundation, when the COVID time was at the worst. In the springtime, we were asked to approach the Panorama Shopping Mall and provide the guidance. And of course, the Mall CBRN project has provided us the tool and also methodology how to help the Panorama Shopping Mall in improving their capacities on dealing with the sudden external shock affecting their business continuity. We have had several expert meetings with the shopping mall operator. We have provided advisory to the leadership of the shopping mall. We have been constantly involved in organizing the better awareness of the shopping mall operator itself, but also the clients, customers visiting the shopping mall during the COVID crisis. And we are ready to continue inspections, checks of the system. So this is very tactical, operational level cooperation with the shopping mall security office. Our Lithuanian partner has been training the volunteers and providing day-to-day support for the shopping mall, thanks to Vaidotas and his team. And we have also helped the shopping mall to develop the guidance signs, the flow of the visitors, touring, just to make sure their businesses can continue and they can be assured that there is the backup for them. So I think this is just one example how the mall CBRN project has been project implementation. And I would like to thank Galia once again for putting us all together here. And on behalf of our staff in Helsinki, this project, CRISPRO, has been excellent platform for us. And I look forward to interaction with all the people who have been taking part today to the discussions. I think that one of the values of the exercises is that we can see how the systems function, and the exercises should be conducted, planned, and evaluated by the external experts. I'm saying this, I have served myself in a government, I have served in academy, and now I'm serving at the private sector, and I think the exercises should always be conducted, evaluated by the external experts. And saying this, I think that, for instance, when we organized this airport exercise 10 years ago, the exercises can be divided to the confidential part and the public part. So basically, they can be seen as a possibility by the participants and governmental agencies, not as a challenge. Thank you once again. Thank you.